Hey y'all, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. Let's journal. I'm kind of half giggling because, well, a couple reasons. Let's see. We're catching up again, but I just knocked off. I cleaned my craft space, my craft like immediate space yesterday, and I've come in here a couple times to make this video, and it's almost like I don't want to mess it up. I just want to look at it. So, and then I started the video, and then I realized I'm down to like 2 little bit boxes, and I just dumped one off the table, and I had to play. It was worse than 52 card pickup. All right, so anyway, but I also just finished editing the last glue book video I made and posted, and let me find what I'm looking for here. See, I have everything labeled in all these nice little baskets. And anyway, I edited that video, and it's and then you've got to do the voiceover, which feels like narrating. It was a sped up one, and it felt like I was watching one of those old those old black and white movies that were really fast. And what are they like? I keep wanting to say Laurel and Hardy or something like that. Anyway, so that was what that felt like. And so I'm still giggling from it. So if you haven't watched it, you might want to, even if you watched the original glue book video, it's only like 9 minutes long. So anyway, this is Monday the 15th. I'm still playing catch up. This was the day I made these notepads. I had the genius idea to do something different. I don't know how genius it was, but I don't remember how many of them I have listed in my Etsy shop. I don't know if this one is. I think it is. The Have a Great Day, and then the My Day Was Bananas. We're going to use that one here in a minute. But this fits for this day, and it also shows partly what I did. So I'm using it. I don't know if I'm going to tip it in. I don't have that much for this day, so I did list on Etsy, and then I may just glue it down for the day. I don't have that much to put on here because I played with these for a while. Oop, I see it. Oop, oop, oop. I see a spot I missed. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know if y'all have ever edited a video before and done a voiceover, but it's really kind of funny. So I think it is, but I don't like doing it. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was not, I just think it's funnier than anything else. So there's that. And if I remember, I will put a link to whichever ones I have listed in my Etsy shop. And then I need to get the rest of them listed, I guess. But anyway, I wasn't going to do that much to this day. I think for now, I'm just going to glue. And sometimes I will do this with these little notepads. I'll just glue the top. And then that way, if I need to go back and write more, I can. These are those little app icons. Well, just throw it down, why don't you? I have a string of glue. Alrighty. I'm a little punchy because on that narrating the video, I got a little punchy. And so that was kind of why. Yeah. So while I have these out, I know I skipped a day. Let me do the bananas one. Or I thought I already pulled it out. Duh. Let's close the glue stick. Anyway, so I'm like, yes, let me go in here and do a journal video where I can slow back down a little. I feel like I'm running a race. Or that I just ran a race. And because trying to say an hour's worth of words in 9 minutes I felt like I was on speed or something. I don't know. I've never done it, so I don't know what it feels like, but that's how I would imagine it would feel. So anyway, so if I'm a little punchy today, that might be why. This day I worked at the clinic, and yeah, it was a little bananas. I got some new duties, and then at the last minute, how I've been doing something got changed, so this is fitting for this day. And I made a card. Here we go. Ooh, I need to finish making the card though. Oh, I did a thing. Yeah, I did a thing yesterday. Look at this. Look, 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 look. I know it's not a big deal to some of y'all, but I've never booked an airline ticket before. I bought myself a ticket. I'm out of here. No, I'm going to see my daughter in a couple weeks. And so I got my ticket. And I've only flown one time, and that was in 1996. I really had said I didn't care to do it again, but, you know, things happen. We do things for our kids, huh? Oh, I have the perfect washi for that. All right, junk up your room already. Junk up your room. I have, here it is. It's blue, though. That's okay. It's got bananas on it. So we can tip this in. Do I want to add a clear piece? Sure. I learned that little trick from Allison. Thank you very much. Appreciate that one. It's been a lifesaver. It has made things so much easier. Ooh, I rankled it though. Rankled it. All right, so because I didn't want to cover up too much of this with, you know, I didn't want to cover up my words with my washi tape. So now I don't have to. I can put the washi tape wherever I want. Do I want it on the back? Sure, let's use the banana tape. I actually don't use it as often as I could. And I'm not sure where that came from. I want to say Hobby Lobby. It came like in a big pack or something like that. I'm not sure. I've had it for a while though. Okay, so that was Wednesday. And what else do I have? I don't have that much to put on Wednesday. I'm sure I did something in the garden. I do something in the garden almost every day this time of the year. Except for yesterday, because, and I didn't over the weekend. Even though yesterday was absolutely gorgeous here. It was, it was like 60 degrees and it was sunny and it was perfect. But I had done so much out there Friday that I wore myself out Saturday and Sunday. I didn't want to go back outside. Ooh, I kind of like that. Looks like a Polaroid. Okay, I had an idea, and yeah, it hurts. It hurts when you have an idea. That looks like a, well, no it doesn't. Let me turn this top down, and it'll look like a Polaroid. Again. Same with this one. That was not my plan, but squirrels happen. And this does not go on this day. This goes on yesterday. And this one goes on this a day. I love taking pictures of my flowers. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I thought I would make, well, like something like this. For this day, I made a couple flips on this page. But this one that flips and then flips out again, I thought I would do something like that for all these flowers. I mean, well, let me glue this one down. Whilst we're here, seeing how I found it. So see, that tells you I went out in the garden. Because that's my echinacea. That's in my perennial herb bed. Okay, so all of these I have. This was the day that I played with my gel plate. So I have a basket for that too. This was a copy of this gel print. And you can see my copier does not do a good job with the fluorescent paints. Does not do a good job with it at all. Or my scanner or anything. So I was really disappointed by that part. But, you know, there's always more, you know. You can always make more gel prints, right? So I could just use this. It's bright. What do I want to use? I threw everything in this basket. Even my roll-off papers and everything. Have envelopes. Let's use maybe this one. I got purple. Oh, I got purple on this day. I didn't do that much with purple. Oh, this matches the echinacea though. I never went back and added anything else to that. I really wanted to just, that's all I wanted to do though, is play with my gel plate since then. So either that one, oh, here's a kind of purple. It's not the best one, but none of them really are the best one. If that makes sense. Okay, so this would work. This really matches that echinacea, although the echinacea is purple. That one's just really blue and pink. I'm either probably, let's use, I don't really like this one. I don't like this one, so let's use it. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So I deliberately didn't do a background on this one because I knew that I had a bunch of pictures. And actually, think. But it hurts to think. I think I'm going to use this one. And I really just want to kind of tear it semi in half. Because I just want it on the page, right? Just want it represented that that's what I did. And then I think I might use this one to make the little flippy flap outy thingy. Yeah, the little flippy flappy outy thingy. Now I could only glue that and let that be a pocket if I really wanted to. Do I need to? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, let's do it. I think I talked myself right into that. Talked myself right into that one. All right, glue. There we go. Didn't vacuum yet, but all right, look. I just had you working not that long ago. Oh, you're going to get replaced. Yep, if you don't watch it, you're going to get replaced. Leaving myself some room for some... Good job, Ace. Good job. Did you see what I did? It might not be a pocket anymore. I mean, I just slid the whole thing right down my page. So, or right down. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Well. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I might actually have to put this over here. Oh, no. Can I do that? Is that allowed? Put it somewhere else? I don't know if we allow that or not. So I can put this somewhere. And then, where did all my flowers go? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I have, these are my roses. Oh, I have red roses too out front, but I didn't go out front. This is the Peggy Martin, and it's a pink. This is called Quietness, and it's a real pale pink. That's the Echinacea again. This is my, it's a Ruby Ice, or a Burgundy Ice. This one and this one came from Petals from the Past up in Jemison, Alabama. You hear me talk about them a lot. So, they're what they call vintage roses. I didn't know that was a thing. See, I like that looking like a Polaroid though. Darn it, and I already cut the rest of it off. Darn it all. Well, I don't have to make a flippy flappy, but I don't have room for all these pictures. I was banking on making a flippy flap. I probably need it about that tall. Am I gonna have room for all of them? Maybe. So perhaps right about there. Let's get out the handy dandy paper cutter. So how are you all doing? I feel like, you know, when I take time out to make a glue book video or a, uh-oh, good job, you just put a hole in the page. And I did a magazine harvest right before that, so I feel like I haven't journaled in a while, or I feel like I haven't made a journal video in a while. It's not like, you know, I was still interacting with you, but it just feels different. All right, I don't have this very well planned out, if you didn't notice. The other one came from the outside, and I folded it. Let's see what happens if we just fold it in half. Okay, that fits the page. We don't want it completely in half, though. That still fits. Okay, so if we do it like this, then we have fold out, and then I could write on that if I wanted to. Right? It's cutting it pretty close over here. Let me just give that just a little bit of a haircut. I will use that somewhere else, like maybe under here or something like that. I don't know. After I just knocked over that whole bin of bits, I really don't care to have a whole bunch of bits on my desk. All right, so I'm not that, well, I could always turn it, oh, look, see, look, do it this way and then out this way. Okay, you don't, I had to do the other one from this side. I don't have to do this one. So I can do this one from here. Let's see if we can find something that matches with purple. Oh, look at these pink and purple flowers. Is that not the most perfect thing ever? And I keep looking, because I know I have that one. No, let's use the pink and purple flowers. Do we want one little piece of clear tape? Sure. Sure. Why not? Do I need to do one on the back? Sure. I was thinking that I might make this a little bit of a shorter video. I know, quit laughing. Quit laughing. Don't laugh at me. I mean, you can laugh at me if you want. Because I do. But we have, I realized what time it was when I started the video. I was like, ooh, you better hurry, because we have a meeting tonight. We have a fishing meeting. We do a kids fishing rodeo once a year. And it's next Saturday. And it's a really, really neat thing. It's, really enjoy it. I can't, let me rephrase that. I haven't been able to the last couple of years. I haven't physically been able to participate to the same level of my liking that I normally participate. And so this year, meaning I couldn't, to get down to the pond, it's a real slope, And I wasn't able to do that the past couple of years. But I'm thinking that maybe I can this year. So I'm kind of excited. Yep. Let me hold off on that. I was going to put a little pull tab right here. I think I have a different idea. And then see if this folds out. I mean, if this sticks out, I didn't even have to fold it that, well, I don't want it that far, but I could fold it out a little further if I needed to. So it won't get caught up in this center binding. So, let me see how I want to put these. Do I want that one there and that one there? Or, if they don't all fit, okay, let me trim them all down to where they're even. So, yeah, it was nice to feel like I felt like I was having to talk so fast in that last editing that video that I just was cracking myself up and fumbling all over the place. So it ought to be good. If you need a laugh, go watch it. It won't take long to post. I'm sure it's posting as we're speaking. That's upside down. It certainly won't take long because it's only 9.5 minutes long. I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever done a video that short. I don't personally like to watch those. I mean, I will watch them. If it's content that I want to see or somebody that I like, I will watch them. It's just not my preferred method of madness. All right, let's highlight the roses. We'll put the echinacea back here together. I don't have to have that one on here. I'm not even sure. It does say the 16th. This one doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. These are not major decisions here. So I might be able to keep that one up there. It's just flowers, man. It's just flowers. But I think I gardened this day. What else do I have on this day? Oh, I played with jelly plates all day. And I made a video. There's the video. Okay. I get it now. I get it. All right, let me clean up my little scraps. So the little cleaning fairy doesn't have to come back. Although I did not vacuum the floor. I think I already said that. This burgundy ice rose is so pretty. I think that one we just got from like Lowe's or Home Depot or something. Or maybe one of the local, you know, garden stores or whatever. But it is so gorgeous. And it's really, as they say in the gardening world about roses, it's showing out. I've been waiting to say that. If you couldn't tell, this one actually has the day before it, but it got put on here with all the roses, so. Or it's getting put on here with all the roses. They're so pretty, and they smell so good. But yeah, there's vintage roses. Okay, so this one, there's a story behind it. Peggy Martin. It's an old rose. It's a climbing rose. And so my husband's going to build, we have two of them. He's going to build, it helps if you bring your hands in a little closer so people can see. So he's going to build me an arbor back here behind my greenhouse, like in our backyard. And it's going to have a little entryway, and the roses are going to, bring your hands in, they're going to climb up over the arbor. As I'm finishing gluing, I will tell you the story of Peggy Martin. So Peggy Martin apparently had this rose bush, or this climbing rose, and she went through Hurricane Camille in New Orleans. I think it was New Orleans, right? Or was it Mississippi or somewhere in there? Anyway, and, you know, Hurricane Camille was a really bad hurricane back in the, was it 60s? Early 60s? 50s? I think it was 60s. Don't quote me on that, okay? I wasn't here. I wasn't alive. I don't remember it. But, I remember, I mean, we knew people that went through it and talked about having to float on mattresses so that they didn't drown in their own houses and stuff like that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to put that one on there. I forgot to glue that one, apparently. It doesn't stick if you don't put glue on it. Sometimes it doesn't stick if you do put glue on it. Anyway, so apparently after the water subsided, she or her family or somebody rescued this rose, and they have carried on. They like brought it back to life or did something with it, and her family has kept it, and then it went through generations and generations. And I guess that's where we don't think about how like rose and flower varieties change, but it's pretty interesting to see. Now this is like a typical, like a rosebud. This is more of what you'd call like a knockout rose, the look of it. And am I even sharing this with you? Okay. Did y'all want to know that much about roses? I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Anyway, so it's just neat. This place, that's why they call it Petals from the Past, because they specialize in old varieties of roses. Tax day, I did sit in here last night or yesterday for a while after I cleaned up, no, let me try that again. Probably before and right after I cleaned up and got a little bit done on my past days. Some of the days I thought I had finished and I hadn't. But anyway, so look y'all. It's an empty basket. Look, it's an empty basket. Aren't we excited? Look, it's not an empty basket. And look, these aren't empty either. But I got to the point where I couldn't go through any more bins and baskets because I have about 20 of these. And I labeled them all and I sorted everything, and they're in all their with like stuff. I didn't use that little bit after all, did I? Nope, I didn't. I think I might put the pink floral tape over here too. Like, where did I put it? I don't know. I'm going to see because I kind of like that border right there. We shall see. I should have done it before I glued all the stuff to it. I know that too. And I was probably even saying that to myself. I said, self, don't glue this down till you put washi tape on there, but yet here we are. All right. All right, let me see if I can lift these things up. How glued down are you? Okay, got that one. Now let's see if we can get... Yeah, I know it would have been easier to do before I put down the washi. But it wouldn't be way as much fun, near as much fun. Okay. All right, I can't tell where that page starts and that page ends. Okay. You know, we got to do it the hard way at least once. Or how much fun would that be? All right. Anyway, so I have 2 Peggy Martins, and they're going to eventually climb an arbor when we get around to building that. Now, let me put some more over here. I am using up some washi this month. I want a reason to buy more. I haven't bought any since... I haven't bought any in a little while. I can't remember what the last washi I bought was. Oh, my birthday washi was the last washi I probably bought. So that was back in, what, January, February. So, okay. So I don't need the little... I was going to put a little tab or something on here. Yeah. just to sturdy it up. And I'm going to fold it over maybe. It sounded like a good idea. Might not be a good idea now. Yeah, it's still a good idea. We just got to trim it. Because I don't have my glasses on. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Name that person. Okay. There, now it sits a little better. You know what I mean? It's not just like flailing in the air. It has a little bit of purpose to it. A little bit. Not a lot. A little. How about we burnish that? Alright. So we have flippy flap, and I'll go back and do the lines and whatnot. Thought about doodling, like with my Poscas or whatever. How long have I been yammering? I do have to keep an eye on the time because we have a meeting. We got our first pepper growing. I have my first tomato growing. This one's gonna be easy. Yeah, that one's kind of boring. This one's gonna be pretty easy. What? Where did it go, though, is the real question. There's only so many places it can go, because this is my current journal basket. Oh, I was looking for that. Guess what? It was right where it's supposed to be. Oh, something's misfiled. Something's in the wrong place. Okay, so I pulled weeds, and I made it big because I had pulled weeds. Not all day, but this was me in my craft room trying to clean yesterday. And just sitting there going, scratching my head with all these boxes and bins everywhere. And this was me afterwards going, ooh, let's mess it back up. So yes, I got a flight booked, and I'm leaving, going to see my daughter. I'm gonna go for, it will encompass Mother's Day. How's that? It wasn't necessarily for Mother's Day, but that was just like bonus. I think they're gonna start traveling. She's gonna start traveling again in June, so I want to see her. And then so I'm flying up, which I'm scared to death to fly, y'all. I know y'all probably fly all the time, but like I said, I've only flown one time in my life. It was in 1996. It was right after my husband and I got married, and it was kind of a last minute thing. My boss was supposed to go to some conference in DC, and at last minute her son got in an accident or something and couldn't go. And she's like, oh, here, you going to Washington DC for me? And I'm like, am I walking? Are we driving? She's like, no, you're flying. And I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, yes, you are. So, okay. Friday. I found an Easter egg, y'all. I mean, that was kind of random, you know. When I was weeding, I found an Easter egg, and it had $1 in it. I was like, yay. So it wasn't one of the ones that had 8 cents in it. It was one of the ones that actually had something substantial in it. And when it didn't jingle, I was really excited, because none of them were empty. Of course, I guess it could have been one of the prizes or candy, and that would have upset me because I've already eaten the candy. Or the rest of the candy. Okay, so I made this video this day. I found the Easter egg while I was weeding. That's not fitting right there like I like, although it can. You can do it. You can fit. It's not fitting so hot right here, although it does. This can go down here, although I kind of did them in this order, and yeah, that's how I feel about that. Okay, do we want washi? Because if we do, then it might be a good idea to put it on now. How about that washi? Do you see any you like better? Oh. I haven't used this one in a while. This is like one of my favorites. And it's got yellow, yes. Okay, you got outvoted. Yeah. I had almost every day, not every day, but almost every day, I had washi on the edges, and I really like it because the pages turn, the pages turn a little better. They're like a little more solid, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. I wrinkled it. Yay, I remember this time. All I had to do was peel up the edge of that 19. Actually, I didn't even have to. It was already kind of peeled up. That looks really good. I like it. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, I am definitely a little punchy today. I hope you don't mind. Anybody want to, not right this second, but anybody want me to go through my bit boxes and you can help me finish organizing? Or you're like, no way, Jose, I have my own bit boxes to clean out and you're on your own. So let me know in the comments. Am I on my own, or do you want me to bring you along, drag you along? Of course, then I gotta decide if it's, I mean, you know, because sometimes all your little bits, you don't necessarily want everybody to see all your little bits, but no, it's just journaling bits. It's not like it's anything top secret. It's nothing major. With this big glue stick, I'm trying not to get it like when I glue down these small, you know, things that are smaller than the glue stick. I need to start using a smaller glue stick when I do those numbers, because I find I don't get the glue all the way on them, which actually helps in the case of trying to get washi underneath them. But for the sake of, you know, not, I mean, for the sake of gluing them down, you need to get glue on them in order for them to stay down. But yeah, this little egg was in one of the little flower, we have, again, I'm doing this out here and you can't see. It's like an old wheelbarrow and an old metal wash tub. And they just had weeds, and some flowers from last year are starting to come back through the weeds. But, anyway, I was pulling weeds in it, and I'm like, oh, what is that? I'm like, oh, cool, it's an Easter egg. So there's only 3 more. To my knowledge, my husband hasn't run over any with the lawnmower. That would require that he cut grass, but anyway. No, he has cut grass since then. But maybe not out far enough, because our house is kind of off the road a good bit. I really like that washi. Did I already tell you that? It matches perfectly. So I don't know that he's cut all the way out to the road yet. So we'll hear crunch, crunch, crunch. All right, so I think that's all I did. Oh my goodness, I think I might have gotten overheated or something, because I've really had this aversion to going back outside since then. And this is Monday, and that was Friday. I mean, I did go out there and water today and get some fresh air. And I stepped out briefly. We walk the garden every night when he comes home. Speaking of coming home, and hey, that matches. He ended up working Saturday. He was helping a friend put up lights on his daughter's horse arena. So that was pretty cool. He sent him a picture after dark and it was all lit up. I guess I could have printed that a little bit bigger. It's, I almost can't see it. But he put up the big pole lights. He's an electrical contractor, by the way. So, anyway, this was him, not him, you know. This is, in my mind, what he looks like, you know, when he's running wire and fixing up junctions and boxes. And they had rented a lift we went out of town last weekend. Rented a lift the weekend before last, and put the poles in and put the actual lights up, because they're like 30 feet tall. And so what they did Saturday was dig the trenches and run the wire and, you know, do all the electrical things, hook up wires and stuff like that. And I did almost absolutely nothing. I didn't do like normal stuff like dishes, laundry. Oh, I cut a bunch of collards. I picked a bunch of collards. I cut a bunch of collards. But yet, and I made a video, but yet in my little notes, I first put, I rested. So that sounded like, you know, several things to me. That didn't exactly sound like resting. This was me on Tuesday, and my hands were both, had soil on them and paint, and it made my heart happy. That was the day that we played with the, so see, I'm glad I made the pocket. I'll forget it's in there though. All right, what day was on? Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. And then, yeah, that was when I made the last glue book video. And then yesterday, I worked on my baskets. I made my flight. I guess that makes it look like I flew somewhere, but I wanted to give myself credit for doing it because I've never done it before, and I'm nervous. I'm actually more excited than nervous, though, to be honest with you. I really would have rather, okay, given the fact that I haven't flown in almost 30 years, and I only did it one time, it also happened to be on the day that I was coming back from DC, so DC to Florida, and when I took off from DC, my plane was delayed, and it wasn't telling my husband that, that it was delayed. It still said on time, but it was the day that that plane blew up on the end of, I think it was in LaGuardia. And so he was here, and it was also the day of the bombing in the Olympics. Do y'all remember that? And so all he's hearing is about these stories of bombing, and that's what I'm hearing too. Like when we stopped, we had a long layover in Atlanta, and needless to say, security was tighter than you know what. And we were just hearing little bits of scuttlebutt, and I'm like, I really just wanted to rent a car and drive the rest of the way home. And then they're fixing our plane with a hairdryer, so I'm supposed to feel really good about flying. And we hit a really bad patch of turbulence, and I don't know, something was wrong with the outer part of the motor engine, and they had to Bondo it, and I guess they were drying it with a hairdryer. I'm not making this stuff up. Okay, this really happened. So, yeah. No joke. So I thought I screenshotted this because, you know, I don't know my suitcase and carry on. Oh, what I started to say was I would have felt better about flying if I didn't have mobility issues. Okay, A, I haven't flown in 30 years. B, I'm not real keen on it. And 2, now I have mobility issues. So I did some research yesterday, and my daughter and I had talked on Friday, and we came up with this plan. And what am I wanting? Oh, I think I do. I have one that has airplanes on it. I knew I did. But I'm going to keep looking. Because I can. Anyway. So, and then I got to hurry. Okay. This might be me looking like in a hurry. Anyhow, so maybe I should save that one for when I actually fly. There's a thought. Because I don't know if I have more than one of those. But anyway, so we came up with this plan, and she's gonna... Oh, what a day. That's just scrapbook paper. Those are little ones. Yeah, maybe I should... Huh, okay. Maybe I should save that one for when I actually do fly. Alright, I thought I found it, but I didn't. No, I don't want that one. Okay, well, it sounded like a good idea at the time. No, put them up. So what am I going to do? I have some scrap paper. I don't know what I was even looking for, to be honest with you. Oh, I think I was going to make a pocket, but I don't know that I really need one. Well, there's one. It just presented itself. Me and my squeaky chair. Of course, I could use this. What do I want? What else do I need on here? But anyway, but I did some research yesterday, and I found out how to get the mobility assistance, and they're going to give me wheelchair assistance from the ticket counter to the plane, and then from the plane, because I do have a connecting flight. Although I did have dreams that I got stranded in an airport somewhere, because I missed my connecting flight. And then well, that works. Okay. Well, that was easy. Let's see. This is just one of those, it's like one of those flashcard things, but it's the instructions or something like that. So it was just kind of sitting here. See what you unearth when you clean up. But anyway, so I feel a little bit better about it, but we also did it to where I'm gonna, my connecting flight is only an hour and a half away from her. So she said, you know, Mom, just worst case scenario, if you, because I'll be connecting in Charlotte, I think. Anyway, she said, you're only going to be an hour and a half away from me. So, that will, whoop. Let's at least try to do it straight-ish. And anyway, she said, worst case scenario, I'll come pick you up. As it turns out, my layover is 2 hours. So it would be faster for me if she did have to come pick me up. But no, now that I know that I can get that wheelchair assistance, and I know that they have some kind of assistance, I just didn't know how it worked, or, you know, and once I found out how it worked, I feel a lot better. I don't have to take my wheelchair, because y'all haven't had to use my wheelchair anywhere in, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months maybe. So that's a big deal. Yay. And I haven't had to use my walker in a long time, so I don't have to take that, and I just have to take my cane. Now, there was some question whether or not I could actually take the cane on the plane, or if there's not space because it doesn't fold up. They might have to check it, which that's going to be really awkward, because just in the off chance that I have to get up and go to the bathroom during the flight, there's going to be some issues there. So I hope that they don't make me check my cane. But I got a fold up one just in case. I'm going to practice with it. I've got 2 weeks. So I'm going to practice with it. And then see. I think I do want a pocket, and that's not big enough. because I think I'm going to put my itinerary, I'm going to fold up my itinerary and put it in there. So perhaps I should give this a little more thought than what I had given it. But, you know what we can do? We can do this. This is fun. Anyway, so I'm really excited to see her. And I'm really excited to go. I don't have any airplane washi. No, I do not. I need fish washi. And yes, I did look on Amazon, y'all. I didn't look for airplane washi because, you know, I had no reason really to need airplane washi. What do I want? I kind of like this, but it's too thin. That's okay. All my, these like rainbow ones like this, these multicolored ones, they're all kind of thin. I mean, this one is like full rainbow. I have this one again, but I was kind of thinking something multicolor. This is kind of random. I don't ever use this. I mean, I mean, you can use it, I guess, just like regular washi. Say cheese, BFF, bacon and eggs, say cheese. Eat more whole foods like donuts. I don't know that I really want that on my page, though. Okay, you're doing good. You were doing good. Don't get hung up on some silly washi. Have a washi meltdown. I guess I'll use this. I would use this ice cream because it matches perfectly, except I did not have ice cream, and I cannot lie about ice cream. Could use this garden. I did not garden that day. Did not paint my nails. I did not. As you can see, they look horrible. Here's some purple butterflies. Purple, pink. Sure. This is one of those Dollar Tree. You can hear it. You can tell it's Dollar Tree. You can hear the lack of stick. They're, let me get, oh, no, I'm way short. No, it's got some stick to it. It just has a different, like a thicker, it's more sturdy, if that makes sense. All right, let's see. I'm probably going to have to add some glue to it, although I might not. It looks like it's sticking okay. I need to get this edge of my 2 up, though. Speaking of sticking okay. All right. That will work. No, we just kind of had a chill day yesterday. And still cutting collards. And yeah, he didn't feel well yesterday, so he was gonna take it easy, and then he ended out cleaning up the boat shed. So, and his dad took, we haven't sold the old boat, which is technically his dad's boat. We've just kind of taken it over, seeing how his dad hadn't been able to use it without him, you know, in a while. So I'm going to leave all this stuff in here because I don't know if I'm going to use it on... I mean, I know I'm going to use that. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to make a bigger pocket, and I think I don't have time to do that on this video, which is fine. We got several days done. That day... What did we do? Oh, I didn't finish that day either. Why didn't I finish that day? I don't remember why I didn't finish that day. I think I just skipped it. But we did do this one. I like my little flippy flap. I like my little pocket. I used my little gel print paper, one of them. And really, that's what I want to go in there and do. I don't want to go to this meeting. I want to go play with my gel plate again. Gel plate. So, I hope all of y'all survive tax day that have to survive tax day. Some of you don't have to. And that's awesome. I think I'm going to use this, or I could use this. Hello, sunshine. I think it was sunny that day. Sure. And this one's thinner too. thinner, narrower, more narrow, whatever the correct terminology would be. I didn't want to do the banana washi all the way down the page. I mean, I certainly could have, but, you know, don't want to overdo the bananas there. It wasn't that crazy of a day. But, oh, that reminds me, I'm not used to having to ask off work. I do need to let the clinic know I won't be there for my day that week, after I already told them I would be. So, hope I don't get fired. No, maybe I can go in one extra day the week before or something like that. And yeah, that looks finished. It just feels different with the washi on the outside. I don't have any on that one either. I don't know. I may do it. That works. You don't have to stick around for this part if you haven't already jumped ship. So anyway, well, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great start to your week. And I hope that this posts tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Nope. I mean, it's not horrible. I wish that blue was more like that blue, though. But anyway, I'm going to sit here and fiddle with this for a minute and then figure out why I didn't finish those other days. And I might go dig for some more washi. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Alrighty. Well, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.